Good morning, or it might be afternoon, it might be evening when you are watching this on replay. I thought I'd do a 10-minute standing for when you're very short of time, just mobility. So, as I always do, setting up, your feet are in parallel with your arms by your side. Eyes closed, I just want you to spread your toes and take the weight slightly forward and back across your feet to set up. Whilst you're doing that, eyes closed, you're switching off the outside world and focusing on yourself, just being aware of where your body is in space. Find your centre point between the right, left and front and back of the foot. It's important that we're centred, the body runs more efficiently. Legs lengthen and imagine a piece of string coming out the crown of your head, so spine lengthened and shoulders sit down and back. Finding your centre. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, just open the eyes and let the chin tuck and let it roll across your chest, looking down to the right. Come through centre to the left. So you're looking on the diagonal, just mobilising through the neck. Now the legs are long without locking. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and we use the lateral breathing in Pilates. When you come centre, lift the chin. And check the breaths coming out of the chest into the back and the side of the ribs. And as you exhale, imagine a big wide belt engaging. You feel your pelvic floor lifting, so a little squeeze through front and back passage. Pelvic floor in place. Breath out the chest into the back and side of the ribs. And exhale, imagine that big wide belt coming through chest, waist, pelvis. There's your core engaging. And you've got a lift on the pelvic floor with the ribs dropping as you breathe out. Shoulders roll up and back, breathe in and breathe out. So as we work, being conscious of the ribs staying nice and flat. Shoulders rolling up through, chin level with the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Lifting the elbows just a little bit higher to open the chest and wake up into the upper back. I want you to prevent leaning back, so we're thinking about core engagement. There's your breath in and exhale to open up. Full arm circle if you can, letting the arm twist in the shoulder. So as you come back through, to prevent yourself leaning, you'll feel your deep glutes and your lower stomach engaging. Inhale and exhale. Ribs staying tight, navel to spine, and the chin staying level with the floor. Do one more. Arms by the side, take a breath in and come to the side as we go into a side bend. Exhale and inhale back. Now the arms are heavy, the shoulders set down and we're opening and closing through the ribs. Exhale. So keep that ear off your shoulder and lengthen the crown of the head to where the ceiling meets the wall. The arms are staying relaxed. The knees are soft and the pelvis is stable, so we're using lower stomach. And deep glutes, deep inside your glutes, switch those main glutes off. Then pelvis stays stable and we've got spinal rotation, so just the upper body rotating. Hips, knees, toes are forward. Lower stomach engaged. Breathe. Still keeping that centre through the feet. The toes are spread. You can feel your arch. Into centre. Breath in. Just take one hand slightly through the other with the elbows bent. Tuck your chin. Breathe in. Push the belly button back. The knees soften and we open up through spine. You can see the chin tuck in. Breathe out, tuck up through and take the hands onto your bottom, squeezing your shoulder blades and elbows together. Ribs staying tight so you're upright and you're neutral. Breath in, you scoot back. Really push your belly button. You're thinking of opening up through that lower back. And hands coming onto your bottom, open your chest. So the shoulders are moving forward and back, but staying away from your ears. So try and get that little twist through the top of your shoulder, rather than lifting up. Breathing in, we open up. Breathe out, squeeze your glutes, lift your chest. But you should feel a bit of engagement through your ribs and your glutes to get your neutral. Breathing in. So when you're in neutral, your shoulders should sit over hips, and then they should be over knees, over ankles. You're centered. As I said, body will run more efficiently. Your spine, in your natural, your neutral position, has just got those little curves through neck, mid-range, lower back. But your distal vertebrae are sitting correctly, so you're getting the most shock absorption you can. Do one more of these, scoot through, and take your hands behind. Place your little finger on your hip, thumb to rib, so that we check our pelvis is level. We're going into knee lift. Take a breath in, into the back and side of the ribs. As you exhale, you should be scooping through lower body, through the front of the body rather, and start to lift one knee, then the other switch. So you want to try and keep shoulders over hips, knees, ankles, scooping through these, particularly your lower stomach muscles. I quite often work with hands on the body to check where we are, especially when you're working online, on recording, so you haven't actually got an instructor watching you per se. You need to be more aware of where your body is in space. So as we lift the knee, scooping through lower stomach, shoulders staying with hips, we squeeze this muscle on the side of the hip and the inner thigh as we take the balance, the weight onto the balance leg. Scoop through and we can start to float the arms out to the side. The arms are like weights. Feel the engagement under your shoulder blade into your upper back. Breathing out and breathing in. Can we take a breath out, lift the leg, extend, breathe in and down. So the benefit of working at home is you could be using a piece of furniture off the wall. So the knee comes up, we flex the foot, extend in and down. Exhale, breathe in and down. 4 more. Now if you're really tight in your hamstring, it's making you lift your hip. The leg would extend further down, bring the knee up and in, but we're getting that hip mobility, we're getting balance, stabilising the body. Last one, into centre. Now, tuck your tailbone a little bit so you've got your lower stomach engaged, take a breath in, and as you exhale, sit your bottom down into a squat. But we want to keep that neutral spine, so imagine you've got a rod from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and you're scooping through your lower stomach muscles to prevent your bottom kicking out. You want to keep that long spine. You want to prevent the distal vertebrae at the bottom of your spine coming any closer. So you might only be here, but you're sitting your weight into your heel and you're squeezing into your glutes. Now, if this really is an issue, I suggest holding some furniture. Start, because this is something we want to keep, isn't it? You might be holding a bit of furniture, breathing out and breathing in, tucking that tailbone. You're going to where you can keep your spine long, and you've got 4. One more, and come up, making sure your shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in line, just with one heel, then the other. So foot pedals, breath shortens a little bit. As the heel hits the floor, you squeeze your glute, and the arm comes up next to the ear. So it's opposite arm to leg. Now, your arms move to where you can keep your shoulders level. So your arm might only come up on a diagonal. If it can come up next to the ear, that's good. But we want to prevent this hip swinging as we move. So shoulders over hips, squeeze your glutes. Just feel a bit of an opening through the front of the body, really. For 4. And release. So finishing off, let's check we're in centre, shoulders over hips, knees, ankles. Hope you feel a little bit more mobile through the body. Grounding the feet and lengthening through. Soften the knees, take a deep breath in, release it out. Just give your shoulders a roll. and hope you feel a little bit more mobile.